Good morning, students. In a last online session, we have done some of the problems. I can say division process in which we have divided a rational number where the first problem was numerator is higher than a denominator, and the second problem was numerator is smaller than a denominator. We have learned that when we divide a number which is a rational, numerator divided by denominator, there are four possibilities you have learned. First possibility is the division is terminating. Terminating means quotient you are getting up to some extent or up to some decimal. For example, 0.875. So you can see this decimal expansion is terminating. By word terminating, I mean that it is stoppable, whereas quotient after some decimal gets stopped. So such division process is known as a terminating. In the same way, if you are not getting remainder is keeps on giving the values, then in that case you have to put only 3 dots. How many dots you have to put? Only 3 dots. In such a way that means this decimal expansion is non-terminating. That means it is non-stoppable. Yes or no? So okay. So we have learned that division is either terminating or non-terminating. Now we have to see another two types that you have learned in our last online session. First is recurring. Okay, let me write it first. It is terminating and non-terminating. Terminating means after some decimal point the division will stop. Non-terminating means you will never get remainder as a 0. It keeps on going and you will get unlimited value. So in such a way that problem is non-terminating. If the problem is non-terminating one, it has two types. The first type is recurring, or I can say repeating, and the second one is non-recurring or non-repeating. Both are the same words. Both words are same, so you don't have to worry about it. You can use non-recurring also, non-repeating also, which is comfortable to you, you can use it. Okay, so again revision. Any division process, either you can divide in a terminating one or non-terminating one. Terminating means after some extent decimal points will get stopped. Non-terminating means decimal will never stop. That means you will never get remainder as a 0. Non-terminating division has two types. First is repeating, second is non-repeating. If suppose digits are repeating, suppose I am writing 0.88888 and so on. How many dots we have to put? 3 dots only. Not less than 3, not more than 3. Only 3 dot. 3 dot indicates that this division process continues to unlimited span. Okay. So here as you can see, only a single digit that is 8 is repeating. Only a single digit that is 8 is repeating. So what will I say? This decimal expansion is 3 dots are there. That means it is non-terminating, it is not stopping, plus it is recurring type. Which recurring type? One digit recurring type. This decimal expansion is there. So this decimal expansion is first non-terminating, second recurring type or repeating type, you can see. Okay. Another example I am taking 0.898989 dots. So here as you can see 3 dots are there. That means this decimal expansion is non-terminating one. You are not getting reminder as 0 in this decimal expansion. Plus, it is recurring type. Look at here, 8 9 is repeating, 8 9 is repeating, 8 9 is repeating. So here you can say that two digits are repeating alternatively. Yes or no? Okay. So this is also non-terminating recurring. This is also non-terminating recurring. Okay, I am taking one more example. 0.786786 dot dot dot. So again, three dots are there. That means this decimal expansion is non-terminating type. And here, three digits are repeating. That means it is repeating type. So here, all these three decimal expansions are non-terminating type as well as recurring type. So what is the difference? Here only one digit is repeating itself. Here two digits are repeating itself, and here three digits are repeating itself. So you will ask, sir, is there any way so we can shorten this thing up? So that is how we don't have to write much. So for that, mathematician has decided to give you a symbol by which you can present repetition. To present repetition, mathematicians have given sign bar. What they given? Bar. Bar means bar. Have you got it? Bar means repetition. Kitni bar aa raha hai, you can say. Okay. So if here 8 is repeating continuously, you can write it here as 0.8 bar. Why you can write 0.8 bar? Because 8 is coming bar. Okay. In the same way, here 8 and 9 repeating itself. So what you will write? 0.89 bar. That means 0.898989 continuously. In the same way, 0.786. So you will write it as 0.786 to the whole bar. Have you got it? Okay. One of you may ask, sir, what if for a two decimal points we are getting a different numbers, and after that we are getting a repetition? For example, I am taking one value. Let me say I am taking 0.46788888 dot. Here, as you can see, first three digits are not repeating, but fourth decimal place is repeating afterwards. So here you don't have to panic about it. Just you have to write it as 0.4678 bar. What I am doing? I am putting bar on the digit which is only repeating as many times as possible. Have you got it? So here 8 is repeating. So what I am writing? 4678 bar. Have you got this? So any decimal expansion for any rational number, there are only four major types are there. First, it is terminating. Second, it is non-terminating. Non-terminating has two types, recurring and non-recurring, or I can say repeating and non-repeating is there. Okay. For a repeating also you can say that there is a one digit repeating, two digit repeating, three digit repeating and so on, but that is not necessary. Only you have to remember is non-terminating, terminating, repeating and non-repeating. So now you will ask, sir, why this is important for rational number or irrational number? So what I am saying, please listen to it very carefully. Irrational numbers are those which are non-terminating as well as non-repeating. Irrational numbers are those which are non-terminating as well as non-repeating. Have you understood? Okay, very good. So this is how we can differentiate each and every type of decimal expansion. Now we will start with a video. So pause the video for our next problem. So now we will move on to the next problem, that is in your textbook, exercise 1.3. First question, write the following in a decimal form. Write it. These are the rational numbers. So you have to convert in the decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. What kind of decimal expansion this is or this is. Okay. So initially you have to convert this rational number into a decimal expansion. So the first thing, for the first problem you don't have to follow the division method. Why? Because here you can see 1000 is given. Whenever there is a multiple of 10 by means I want to say 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh or something. Whenever you have a multiple of 10, you don't need to follow the division process. Here, how many zeros are there? 1, 2 and 3 zeros are there. 36 divided by 1000 is there. So you have to do nothing. Just write 36. How many zeros are there? 1, 2 and 3. So 1, 2, 3 is not there. So put 0 here. And then it is 1. So then you can put point. And again you have to put 0. So again 36,000 is there, 3 zeros are there. So 1, 2, third 0 and then point. So here directly you have got 0.036. Yes or no? You haven't followed division process yet, but still you can answer the question. Why? Because here in a denominator you have a multiple of 10. Okay. So 0.036. 3 dots are not there. So it is non-terminating. It is terminating. It is terminating. It is stoppable. Terminating one. Okay. So we have finished the first problem. That was very easy. Now we will move on to the second problem. 1 divided by 11. 1 divided by 11. 1 divided by 11. Again, 1 is smaller than 11, so this division process is not yet possible. To make it possible, what you have to do, you have to add 0. Once you are adding here 0, you have to put point over the quotient. In the quotient you have put a point. Still 10 is less than 11. So here trouble comes into a picture. Since 10 is lesser than 11 and we already have put a point, now what we have to do, we have to put another 0. But this sacrifice makes addition in a quotient of 0. So once you are adding 0 here also, you have to put addition 0 here also. So now 100 is bigger than 11. Now follow the table of 11. 11 means 11, 11 2s are 22, 11 8s are 88 and 11 9s are 99. So put 11 9s are 99. Subtraction is there. 100 minus 99 means 1. Again the initial pictures comes into problem. 1 is also there. Now what you have to do, 1 is smaller than 11, put 0. Again 10 is less than 11, so again put 0. If you are putting double 0 here, you have to put 1 0 over a quotient. Again 11 9s are 99. Again 1. So observe this problem very carefully. For a reminder, it is not possible to get a 0. Why? Because 1 is over here also, 1 is over here also, 1 is over here also, and I can say without doing a problem, 1 can be repeated as many as time we are doing the division. Yes or no? So what we will do here, the same thing happens again and again. So we will put 3 dots over here in a vertical position. 1, 2, 3. That means remainder is repeating itself. Yes or no? In the same way, quotient also we have to put 3 dots. Yes or no? So quotient is also repeating. So can I write 1 upon 11? Can I write 1 upon 11 is equal to 0.090909 dot. Yes or no? Yes. 090909, 3 dots are there. That means this decimal expansion is non-terminating. It's a non-terminating one. Here are some digits are repeating. Yes, 0 and 9 are repeating itself. So can I write 0.090009 as a 0.09 bar, because 09 comes bar. Okay. So 0.09, it is non-terminating one as well as repeating. Yes or no? So I think this problem is also pretty easy. So now I am pausing the video for a next problem. So now we will do a third problem, which is 4 into 1 power of 8. As we all know, as you have learnt in a last standard 8 in a chapter of, I think, fractions. In a fractions you have learned that this is a mixed fraction. To convert mixed fraction into fractions, you have known that you have to multiply denominator with the 4 and you have to add 1, and the remaining things are as same as possible. So here 8 into 4 you have to do 8 into 4 plus numerator whole divided by denominator. So 8 fours are, it is 32 plus 1 divided by 8. So 32 plus 1, that is 33 divided by 8. Here as you can see, it is in the form of rational number where P upon Q is there. P is 33 and Q is 8, and P is larger than Q. That means numerator is bigger than a denominator. Now again we have to follow the division process. So write it 33 inside of a box and 8 outside of a box. Follow the table of 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24, 8 fours are 32. So 8 fours are 32, remainder is 1. Now again 1 is smaller than 8, so division can't be possible. To make it possible, we have to add 0 over here. If we are adding 0 in a process, you have to add point on a quotient. Once you add a point on a quotient, 10 is larger than 8, so you can continue the process. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. 16 is bigger than 10, so we have to follow 8 ones are 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Yes or no? Okay. Now again 2 is smaller than 8. What we have to do? We have to add 0. We have already put a point over here, so there is no need to put point again. Keep it in mind. Now 20 is bigger than 8, so 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. So 8 twos are 16. 4, 20 minus 16 is 4. Again 4 is less than 8, put over 0 here. Now 14, follow the table of 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24, 8 fours are 32, 8 fives are 40. So 8 fives are 40. Remainder gets 0. Here the remainder gets 0. That means this division process 33 by 8 is terminating 1. So can I write 33 upon 8 as quotient 4.125. 4.125. So what can I say about this division? This division is terminating 1. Yes or no? So in the same way, I am giving you practice for the same first equation. Problem 4, 3 upon 13. Problem 5, 2 upon 11. Problem 6, 329 upon 400. Try to do it. If you wish, you can write your answers in the comment section, so I will check your answers. But I think these problems are very easy. So in next online session we will continue with the next problems. And another thing I want to add is I will give you notes till exercise 1.3, maybe before tomorrow. Okay, so that notes you have to copy in your regular book and you have to practice it as many times as possible, because this chapter is not that easy compared to the other chapters. So you have to work hard, and that is how you can come across any difficult problem in maths. Okay, so till then we are keeping our problems till here only. Okay, so in next online session we will continue. Thank you.